sides of a great river. The Mooncrest tribe, known for their fierce warriors and cunning strategies, had a rivalry with the Sunval tribe, celebrated for their skilled craftsmen and traders. The river served as both a boundary and a battleground. Tensions had simmered for generations, but change was on the horizon, brought about by the unlikeliest of heroes. One fateful evening, Kofi, a young Mooncrest warrior, wandered near the riverbank seeking solitude after a long day of training. On the opposite shore, Adana, a Sunval weaver, gathered herbs for her dyes. Their eyes met across the rippling water, curiosity sparking a connection neither could deny. Kofi and Adana began meeting in secret, sharing stories of their lives, their hopes, and their dreams. They realized their tribes were not so different and started to dream of a future without the divide. But secrets never stay hidden for long. One day, a young Mooncrest scout saw the two together and reported back to the elders. Both tribes erupted in anger, calling Kofi and Adana traitors. The elders of both tribes vowed to punish the pair to preserve the divide. Kofi and Adana refused to let fear drive them apart. They proposed a daring plan, a festival at the river to unite both tribes. If their love could withstand scrutiny, then peace could prevail. Reluctantly, the tribes agreed, and on the night of the full moon, they gathered. Through song, dance, and shared meals, old animosities began to fade. The festival became an annual tradition, and Kofi and Adana's love became a symbol of unity. The river no longer divided but connected, bringing prosperity to both tribes. Despite the success of the festival, not everyone welcomed the change. A small faction within each tribe saw the unity as a threat to their power. Whispers of rebellion began to spread, threatening the fragile peace. Kofi and Adana, now symbols of unity, refused to let the seeds of discord grow. They confronted the dissenters directly, appealing to their sense of community and history. They reminded their tribes of the benefits they had already begun to enjoy together. One stormy night, as Kofi and Adana met by the river, a strange mist rose from the waters. The elders believed the river spirits were angry about the lingering conflicts. The pair interpreted this as a sign that they had to act quickly to unite the tribes fully, or the peace would crumble. To solidify the bond between their tribes, Kofi and Adana proposed a marriage that would symbolize their unity. The idea was bold, and while some elders hesitated, others saw it as the only way to secure peace for future generations. The tribes came together to plan a grand wedding. Sunval craftsmen built a floating stage on the river, while Mooncrest warriors provided security. For the first time in decades, the two tribes worked as one. The wedding day arrived, and it was a celebration like no other. The tribes gathered at the river, dressed in their finest attire. As Kofi and Adana exchanged vows, the river seemed to shimmer brighter, as if the spirits themselves blessed the union. Just as the ceremony ended, a sudden commotion erupted. A group of rebels tried to disrupt the event, but the tribes united to defend their newfound peace. Together, they sent a clear message. Their unity was unbreakable. With the rebellion thwarted, the tribes celebrated well into the night. The marriage of Kofi and Adana marked the beginning of a new era. The river no longer divided them, but served as a lifeline connecting two thriving communities. Years later, the story of Kofi and Adana was told as a legend, inspiring others to look beyond differences and embrace unity. Their love didn't just end a war, it created a legacy of peace. Years passed, and Kofi and Adana welcomed a child, a daughter named Abeni. Abeni became the embodiment of their union, a child born of two worlds. She was curious, wise beyond her years, and loved by all. The tribes looked to her as a symbol of their shared future. One night, Abeni had a dream. In it, the river spirit spoke to her, showing her visions of a world where all tribes lived in harmony. She awoke with a purpose, to continue her parents' mission of unity and ensure peace lasted for generations. On the anniversary of Kofi and Adana's wedding, the tribes held the Festival of Unity, now an annual tradition. Abeni stood before the crowd, sharing her vision for an even greater bond between the tribes, one where they would build together, trade freely, and celebrate their shared humanity. To symbolize their enduring unity, the tribes decided to build a bridge over the river. It was Abini's idea, and the tribes worked tirelessly to make it a reality. The bridge would forever connect the two villages, just as Kofi and Adana had done years before. When the bridge was completed, it was inaugurated with a grand celebration. Kofi and Adana, now elders, walked hand in hand across the bridge as the first to step on it. Abeni followed, carrying a torch that lit the ceremonial flame of unity. The bridge opened up new possibilities. Soon, the tribes established a bustling market at its center, where people from all over the region came to trade goods, share stories, and celebrate their unique cultures. The river, once a source of division, became the lifeblood of their unity. As the years passed, Kofi and Adana's story became legend, taught to every child as a lesson in courage, love, and unity. The bridge stood as a testament to their enduring legacy, and the bond between the tribes only grew stronger with time. And so, the story of Kofi and Adana reminds us that love has the power to heal, to unite, and to transform. It teaches us that no matter how deep the divide, a bridge can always be built when hearts are open and hands are joined.